Tanya Tucker's got her coffee in her hand, and she just sat down in front of Wank and O'Brien. That is critical stuff for these radio things, man. You got to have that
coffee. Yeah, you guys, yeah.
Absolutely. It's part of the contract.
What are we drinking? Latte, cappuccino? What do you have
no
there?
idea. I told him to surprise me.
Hey, I learned that you're going to be back on television again.
Yeah, well, probably pretty soon.
It's cable this time, though, but what's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be called Tucker Time.
Tucker Time?
Yeah.
All right.
Tucker
because
Time.
TLC wouldn't let us have the name, so we went to Tucker Time.
Are we allowed to say Tuckerville? Because that was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, but this is going to be better because it's a continuation.
All right.
With my own production company.
Now,
okay.
Did you obviously enjoyed that experience enough that you want to revisit it?
Well, no, I didn't enjoy that so much because they were wanting to script us too much. And, I said, man, what do you hear? If I wanted to do a movie, I'd done a movie. If I wanted to learn lines, and do stuff. So we decided we would do it on our own because it was more, we didn't have a bunch of people waiting on us.
Sure.
There's pressure. If you got 100 people downstairs, they want to make things happen as opposed to letting them happen.
Right.
Yeah, they got a deadline and everything.
I said, you know what? You can just hang out with us and something's going to happen. You got to have faith.
Well, and you've lived so much. You've lived so much of your life in the public eye that I'm sure something like this is nothing to you.
No, and you know what? When you start scripting things, it's not real, and reality. That's what the whole thing's about.
Right.
But so if I have my own people, it's okay. Like if I'm, hey, something's going on down here. Hurry, quick. If they're not there at the house.
Sure.
But there's always something happening. It doesn't matter. They just have a little faith.
Now, do you bring cameras into the studio with you, too, when you're recording and all that whole process?
Yeah. From the time I wake up in the morning.
Yeah. That's not
Sometimes
distracting.
after I'm asleep. I wake up and go, get out of here.
Let's talk about the new CD. I love the concept of it. It's stuff that your dad would have wanted to hear you singing.
Yeah, songs my dad wanted me to sing. That's what I want to call it, but they said it was too long. But, yeah, these songs, not all of them, but a lot of them were songs that my dad really loved. And, of course, my dad got me into all this,
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that played me those songs. That's how I learned about country music. And some of them were Lovesick Blues. At first, we cut the tracks in L.A. Pete Anderson, produced Dwight Yoakam, had all the, I told him to dust that guitar off. He's going to be using it.
So he
played on it.
Oh, wow.
And it'd been a while, and he sounds great. But they cut the tracks in L.A., and then I did the vocals here in Nashville. And it was, it wasn't the perfect situation, because I like to be there when the tracks are being cut and all that. But it turned out to be a wonderful project, and the Lovesick Blues, they got it too fast. And the track was too fast. And I said, my dad would be so upset if I cut a Hank Williams song like that.
Right.
I got a feeling called the blues, And I said, no, we're going to something's going to happen, So Pete said, we'll work it out. So I don't know, he did his little, magic, and he sent it back to me, and it was, I got a feeling called the blues, I said, now you're talking. So you got. My dad always said, you got to put feeling in a Hank Williams song. You can't just throw that in the mix,
Because you were doing a project like this that was so emotionally charged,
Yeah.
was there one track that really was kind of tough to get through for you?
Well, I
kind of
think
broke you up?
I think probably You Don't Know Me was, because my dad, I did that song on a George Jones special when he was doing the interview talk show. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh, boy, wow.
Yeah.
And I sang that song in a red dress. I remember I had a red dress on. And my dad, I didn't think it was that good. It was just one take Tucker. I just do it and it's done. And he said, Tanya, if you'll cut that song, he said, that'll be one of the biggest records you've ever had. So he really had a love for that song. And it was kind of hard to get through that one.
I understand.
But, when I think about my dad and all the things he's taught me and the gifts he's given me, I can't help but smile, and think, I hope he'd be proud of this record. And, I'm really proud of my associations with Time Life because they just know what they're doing. I've been with so many record labels that didn't know what they were doing, and it's so great to be with people that have got it have just got it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, of the hundreds of artists that we plan on meeting this week, yours are the only people who sent an email saying, would you like a few of the CDs to give away to the listeners to let them have a taste of it?
I tell you, they can do no wrong. Because, I mean, of all the record labels I've been with, and I'm not here to bash the record labels because I know they have their, I think it's great for new artists. I mean, record labels are probably the only ones that are going with new
exposing
artists.
people right
now.
now.
Yeah. New artists, the only reason you need a record label is if you're a new act, you know. I mean, us gyms over here.
Classics.
Classic gyms.
Classics, exactly.
We don't really need the labels as much anymore because there's so many ways to sell our records anyway.
Sure. Oh, yeah. We have such a built-in fan base.
But, you still, with all these youngsters everywhere, I mean, the people that are really good, some of them are really good, like Carrie Underwoods and Taylor Swifts and people like that really have some talent coming in the mix. There's a lot of them, and you know what? You got to do something different, and you got to do something more. And I could never find my records when I go to Walmart or somewhere. I go, and there's Reba's records, but you can never find one of mine. I said, I'm gonna start hating that girl pretty soon. And I'm gonna do something about it. I said, man, I could never find my records. So they know what they're doing, and wow. I just can't imagine how wonderful it might be to be really exposed to people that really need to be exposed to me, to me, because I feel like I feel like in my career I just put my hiking boots on, I'm facing Mount Everest looking at it, Well, wait a minute, give me time. I'm putting my boots on. That's the way I feel. And unfortunately, half my life is over. I mean, I don't think I'll live to be 150. I'm pissed off about that too.
Yeah, it's a new chapter though with the new CD.
No, I got to live 400. And I don't understand that. But my turn, and it's new, and it's kind of for the first time, one of the first times in my life, it's right on time. Not Tucker time. It's like I'm ahead of my time or behind.
Best of luck with the new disc. Best of luck with the new
Thank
show,
you so
Tanya.
much.
A pleasure talking.
Hey,
to you.
y'all say hello to all my friends at Clips down there. Or up there, I should say.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
they're the best, and that's what I use in my house. Clip speakers.
Oh, okay.
Clips.
Yeah, John.
yeah,
John
right.
Klipsch. Yeah, is the CEO of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, the race. So the first race I
Indy
went
500
to.
and
No,
the
other one.
Brickyard 400.
The Brickyard 400.
Oh, yeah.
That's my first race I ever went to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well
come back
done.
and see it again.
Oh, I can't
Sometime
wait.
we'd love to have you in town.
Can't
Tanya
wait.
Tucker, good to see you.
Got to get me another race car driver.
There you go.